storms to alert you first. This is KIMT Storm Team 3, weather coverage you can count on.
Well, welcome back, folks. KIMT Storm Team 3 meteorologist Ryan Knapp joining us on this Monday afternoon, and got home this morning and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take the dog out for a nice walk. It's
I know.
beautiful.
I stepped outside. I'm like, I don't even need the jacket today. I just wore a long sleeve shirt. And I'm like, this is fine.
Yeah.
Typically the last few days, I'm like, I need to put on at least a sweatshirt or something underneath the jacket. Just a personal thing, of course.
Well, I mean, you are Floridian.
Exactly. And I know I'm going to take heat for that as long as I'm here. But other than that, temperatures today, well, rather mild. We saw temperatures into the 50s. And yes, even some of us were into the 60s, which makes those temperatures about 30 degrees above the average for this time of year. Average high being only into the mid 30s. Taking a live look over SKYTRACKER 3 right now, you can see all the snow moving across eastern Wisconsin, across the Great Lakes, providing some Great Lake effect snow if you're a fan of it in Michigan right now. For us, though, we are trending on the clear side as those clouds start to move further into western Wisconsin and then out of the area. And these temperatures, really, for this time of year, I don't think we're going to complain about them as we see them really into the lower 50s, even to the upper 50s. Winds still rather strong, and that's simply just because of that cold front that moved on through. And that'll be the trend. When we have these cold fronts and these warm fronts that will seem to be associated with those Alberta clippers that we'll be seeing for at least the next week to a week and a half here, we get some gusty winds at times, and that could be anywhere between 15 to 20. So really, as much as the temperatures continue to drop and then pick back up, expect for these winds to stay anywhere between 10 to 15 for quite some time. And boy, if you take a look over the Mason City live eye in the sky right now, lots of sun as the sun's starting to set, blue skies. And those blue skies are the main reason why Mason City saw its temperatures into the low 60s for today. And that seems highly rare for ending November into early December. So as we move through the evening, those temperatures will once again begin to drop as we're looking at overnight lows back into the low 30s, as most of us will either see just really into the low 30s, around 30 degrees, or maybe into the upper 20s. Just depends really where you are. There can be a little bit of a range with that as well. For tomorrow, with that cold front that moved on through and then those winds now out of the north and west, those will stick around again for tomorrow. So temperatures will only really be into the lower 40s. But again, another mix of sun and clouds. So who sees the sun more compared to the cloud coverage could see temperatures a few degrees warmer than what even the forecast is showing. By around the afternoon, our temperatures and really our feels like temperatures will be rather close together. So although temperatures may be into the lower 40s, we could feel like we are into the mid 20s to maybe even middle 30s by the afternoon. Just depends on maybe some of those gusty winds. So take a look at SKYTRACKER 3. Notice how through Tuesday, those winds continue to surge from out of the north, and with that comes some cloud coverage by at least the second half of the day. That's why we are looking a little bit more of a mix in sun and clouds. But once again, as we push into Wednesday morning, similar to what we saw this morning, we are looking at another warm front. So notice how now those winds are coming in from out of the south. A lot more green here on the map, and that's because we could be tracking just maybe a little bit more of some winter mix and really just some more rainfall at this rate pushing across I-35 and even I-90 as you wake up and head out the door for that commute on Wednesday. Winds then start to transition from out of the west because, again, an associated cold front follows from behind. So I would expect those temperatures to really drop a little bit more as we head into Thursday compared to what we'll even see on Thursday. But take a look at the 7-day forecast here where the weekend's always in view. 52 as we head into Wednesday, way above average for this time of year. But don't worry if you're a fan of the cold, those temperatures start to drop back down as we head into the weekend, and we could be even tracking maybe some snow as we head into Sunday.